It was a good idea. I'm a good person. Oh, by the way, I've started the stream, so you should put on too close. What? Cat in the box. You like your box? Your box is cool. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're back for another episode of Stationeers. We missed our episode yesterday. Cat's going nuts in that box. Yeah, we missed our episode yesterday because it's a holiday in Taiwan right now. So, yeah, things are just a little bit out of routine, and I wasn't able to get free and start the stream in time. And by the time I could start the stream, it was just way too late to really get anything done with the normal audience that I have for this time slot. So, I mean, we're starting late again today, but not so late that people are going to miss out if they want to see this. So, that being said, let's see. Yeah, there's nobody watching on YouTube right now, but usually my YouTube views come later in the VOD replays. But if there's anybody watching on Twitch, I can't see that right now. I don't see that unless you start talking. But yeah, display audio. I think I have that reset. So let's just get back into it. So I did some research. Are we on the right? Now we are. And yeah, we are going to commit to finalizing, finally getting the advanced furnace up and running today, the fuel system for the advanced furnace at least, and get started on the code. Why is my CPU utilization so high all of a sudden? I need to see what's going on with my system. It can't be driver or game related at this point. There's something else going on. I'll need to troubleshoot that this weekend. But for now, I think we're done in here. Okay. Seating. I also got my breakfast here. It's a very hot sandwich. Okay. So we're going to change things up a bit. There shouldn't be anything in here, right? Right, okay. We're taking you apart. Okay, we need some pipes. But they'll be going up here. Like that. In fact, this drill goes through a lot of power. I did some research into, what's his name? There's a content creator on the Steam Workshop that makes a really decent what am I trying to say? A really decent advanced furnace setup. And I'm kind of loath to use someone else's content as a foundation for mine. Like, as much as I am going to be using his design, but at this point, it's taken me so long to get to this state that I just want to have something done. And if I don't like it, I can start to optimize it and refine it for my purposes later. So I don't quite have all of his stuff done yet. Like, I haven't fully familiarized myself with the design, but I think I have enough of it studied and learned to implement it effectively and get this thing started. So, let's see. I have frames all around this thing, but the square this thing is in is going to be open. It's going to be an open space. So I will put a wall. Man. Everything was running fine. Then I started, yeah, I'm averaging about 58 frames per second, not 60. That's only since I started streaming. The game was running perfectly before that. So obviously there is something going on with my OBS setup. I need to figure that out. Okay. So we will have a composite wall here. Let's go ahead and do this. We're going to have composite window here. And there. Okay, I already wanted to change things up. I'm going to need more frames back here for movement. Where's there was some in here, right? Yeah. Put one there and there. Do we have any more iron sheets? I guess not. Any of these? Oh no, those are all, it's fine. There's not going to be that much pressure in here, so I think it should be okay. I'm just trying to build this with symmetry in mind, so that, like, I built these frames with the idea that they're going to be holding on a lot of pressure. But I don't think they'll be holding in that much pressure. MPa, 30 megapascals. Okay, 50 to 100 megapascals. But these are inside the furnace. So max pressure for a composite window, 200 kilopascals. Yeah, I'm overthinking this. There's no way I'm going to need that much pressure outside the furnace. So composite should be fine. What are the... It doesn't show max pressure for a frame. Oh, that's for a steel frame. What about an iron frame? They don't have one either. Okay. Okay. So I think for my purposes, I'll need some more steel frames. And what we'll do is just start cranking those out. Oh man. There's more iron frames in here. Oh, I have some steel frames on me. Maybe I don't need so many of these. That's right, I printed out a bunch when I was adding on all this stuff on the side over here. That should be enough for now. I'm gonna have a door here. Okay. Man, why is this being so difficult? I definitely need to troubleshoot this in the downtime. Hopefully it's not as notable to you as it is to me, but it definitely needs some improvement. No, this is getting unplayable. Okay, I need 2 of those passive vents, but I need a door first. Does it need to be a glass door, composite door, or a manual hatch? A manual hatch is good. Okay. Is this not airtight? We'll need to test that. Manual hatch. We will use a welding torch or arc weld. Lock it in the current state. Use the welder again to unlock. It still uses power. Max pressure 500 kPa. So I guess it is sealed, even though I can see into it from here. Or maybe I need to seal this with another piece. This one's fine. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do, let's put the iron back. This thing does not behave. Okay. We're going to put an iron frame up here, but first we're going to move those pipes. Where'd the other pipes go? There they are. What I need, drill? Yeah. Okay, now I'll put down a frame here. Yeah, this is what we want. Okay. Interesting. Wow, that took a long time. Okay, so we have some code we already started working on. So this is the code that I'm leveraging from what is his name? So let me save this. So we're going to library. We're going to create new. This is advanced furnace. Mars 2025. And this is not my code. This is code from somebody named Barseal. And I'm just leveraging it and optimizing it in my fashion. And then using it as a baseline for, building my own script. But this is all completely his at this point. All I've done is change some names. So where he had fuel analyzer, I changed it to my style of naming things. So I start with the device type. So this is pipe analyzer, and then this is dedicated for fuel. This is a gas mixer dedicated for fuel. This is the furnace. It's the advanced furnace. You don't need to rename this. It's already called an advanced furnace, but whatever. So I've modified the code to leverage this. But the problem is he calls this hash command every single time he wants to reference this device. I mean, he goes through the trouble of designating a definition for the furnace, but he doesn't go to the trouble of defining the furnace name. I would I want to figure out a name. He calls this furnace, but this is the furnace device type, device hash. So I'm going to say furnace D, and then furnace. God, this lag is killing me. Okay, so now we have this alias, this definition for this furnace, and we can call on this every time we refer to the furnace. So that saves us a little bit in the way of size as far as the, how big this script is. And it's also more optimal for optimize. It's more efficient for optimization and refactoring the code later. Because, when we get to the point where we want to update things and change things around, we will want to, if we need to change any of these references, we'll only need to change them once. If we need to change these names for whatever reason, if we need to update these hashes for whatever reason, we only have to do it once. And everything else in the code that points back to them will still be up to date. We won't have to have additional code for that, additional updates for that. So we don't have to worry about if we change the name in one place, that we make sure to change it in every other place that calls on it, because it's all going to be called the same way. So let me get, man, there's so many of these. All right, so this replaces this, replaces this. Okay. You guys be safe. Mayo. Okay. Okay, so that's everything for. Who's slamming doors? Okay, so we have the pump, which is a volume pump. There's two. So there's pump fuel and pump cooling. And that's going to be hash VP fuel. And that's going to be hash VP coolant. Yeah, we can probably reduce that. Fuel pump, coolant pump. Make that a little bit more readable. And further bring that size down a bit. Okay. We also need to double check these hashes. So five 937-711. That is still correct. Very saucy. And the volume pump minus 321-403-609. That's also correct. The IC housing minus 128-473-777. That's also correct. The dial is 554-524-804. That's correct. Pipe analyzer 435-685-051. That's correct. LED light is 19444-85013. There's another definition here for a lowercase LED. It's minus 194905-4743. Oh, LED display. Okay. It's constructed from a console. Okay. I don't see that referenced anywhere, though. LED. Yeah, I don't see that referenced at all by the code. Unless I'm missing it. There's light status. It's very possible I accidentally deleted a reference when I was going through and updating the names in here, but I hope not. Okay, so we're going to define hash IC as hash. What is it? ICH hash. No, there's a couple of references to the hash IC housing. There it is. Is it just the one? It might be just the one. What do we name these? Fuel P? Yep. A lot of analyzer reference, light reference, analyzer. Oh, oh no, that's the one we just created. Okay, so we've got the dial. Then we've got define ingot dial. Fuel A. Pipe analyzer, fuel. Define coolant A. Okay. We'll be in 435-685-051. So this should say analyzer. It doesn't have the gas mixer in here, but he's only called it once. Oh, no, he's called it twice. All right. So let's get the gas mixer in here. What's he using for the gas mixer? And let's check that. 210-410-6366. Yep, that's the gas mixer. Okay. Define fuel GM as hash gas mixer fuel. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so this should change to mixer fuel GM. Yep. And then there's another one here. Okay, we actually lost some space with that one. But I still think it's more readable and more reusable. Okay. Okay, so this we're going to comment out for right now and see if it produces an error. Got the light. I'm just going to call it status. Okay. Okay. This is what, again, fuel A. Fuel A. Probably should call it fuel PA, but fuel P. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I feel like I should call it PA. This editor isn't the greatest resource when it comes to ingot D. When it comes to editing like this, it's not bad. It's just, it's not entirely convenient. Okay. We're just going to call that flush. Is there a flush command, flush reference here somewhere? It shows as a setting. We'll do flush L. Oh crap, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Flush L, yeah. Okay, so overall we saved some space. We're down to 3017. Library. If you compare that to the original, it saved us about 2 bytes. So yeah, we've got more definitions added up here. But overall, it is still more efficient. So I don't mind the extra work. And we could probably optimize it even more now that I've seen it and seen how the first pass, because that's all it is a first pass. We're going to do this over and over again until we get it primed and ready. And I don't know how much time I want to spend on this code because this is not the final code. This is the starting code using somebody else's work before we start to work on our version. But still, let's go back to ours. So these are in reference to the names that we've given the items. These are references to the names in the code. Like, we don't have to call this an analyzer. We can call it PA for pipe analyzer. We can call the fuel pump FP. This is the VP. Advanced furnace. Advanced furnace name. This is more for my benefit than for yours. Again, this is HIC as opposed to ICH, which is actually IC housing in my brain, so I couldn't do that. ID. This is a logic switch dial. PAF. PAC. Gas mixer. GMF. This is it literally is lights. This is the LED light. Logic switch lever. I don't like that one, but I need to keep track of all these since I'm changing them all at once. Okay, so this will be PAF. This would be GM. FGM. GMF. Yep. AF. AFN. L. LED. L. LED. This is not going to save us much room. So this is LSL. LSL-F. Yep. AFFN. VP. What did I call the coolant pump? Okay, so VP, VPC, VP, VPF, VP, VPF, VPC, advanced furnace name, GMF, LED. That L is the only one. I mean, yeah, maybe not. Advanced furnace. I can't think of anything right now that would share the name L. But usually you don't have a one character reference. I don't usually have one character references. PAF. 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 VP, VPF. PAPAC. PAPAC. It's supposed to be A. Advanced furnace name. Pipe analyzer coolant. Volume pump coolant. Advanced furnace name. Advanced furnace name. Volume pump fuel. Volume pump coolant. Advanced furnace name. Logic switch dial. Ingot dial. That should probably be dial ingot. Especially since ID does have other uses later, or has other functionality. Yeah, I don't know why I named it ingot dial here. That was already wrong. It should have been dial ingot. I think it's because he had it right. I think he had it dial-ingot. But since everything else he was using was opposite mine of what I would use, I just automatically reversed his reference for this as well, even though the way he was doing it was right. Okay, so LSD DI is now logic switch dial ingot. Advanced furnace name. Okay, so IC, HIC. Advanced furnace name. LSD DI, yep. Uh-oh. What happened to set? Uh-oh. I need to figure out what happened to set. Or is it supposed to be get? How did it change to set then? Okay, so we're down to 2657 bytes now. So we've saved another 10% off of what we were using before. And we're not done. We'll come back to that set reference there in a second. SD, DI, AF, AFN. Nope, there's a get down here, so set is something else. I'm not sure why it's broken. Okay, let's save this. Let's load his again. Okay. Oh, this was broken too. Oh, and his ding dial was wrong, so I don't know why I changed it. Why I didn't change it. What's RR5? Is this code bad? Is it corrupt? I don't see why this would break, why this set isn't. Yeah, I don't see. I was looking for a reagent hash. What is the command that has that? Mod. So return the modulus for what? Here. It was A mod B. No, not A percent B. Reference here. Yeah, I'm not sure. It looks like it's correct, though. It looks like it's functional. Unlike this guy. I'm not sure what's going on here. If I change that, it becomes red. Why? If I put distance, if I change the, no, it's still red. Why? What? It doesn't scroll. That's it? It doesn't like the comments. Okay. Let's go back to ours. Now all of a sudden it works. Ish. No, it completely works. Okay. I don't know why. Okay. Down to 2,500 bytes. We're good with that. Override the disk. We'll confirm the code. We'll go get our water and food. Need to remember to I have already forgotten. What was I going to try and do? I don't think I'll eat all of it. Yep. Oh yeah, the seeds. That's what I was going to do. Okay. Are all the Harveys happy? There they are. Can barely see them, but they've mostly got smiley faces on them. I may need to put some grow lights in there. Some of them are not getting enough illumination. And I'm not sure why. There's no logical explanation. No obvious logical explanation, let me put it that way. All right, so let's work on the gas mixer and fuel system next. We will be using the nitrogen. I think that's what we have what we have the most of besides the volatiles, the fuel. Man, I go through so much water so quickly. Turn off the light in here too. Okay.
Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Low pressure.
Okay, there's nothing else in there. What else do I have to smelt? It's all going to be over here now. Okay. Got some ice to melt. We're around 35-ish. Oh, we're up to 55 now. Okay. Now, what does that mean for our steam tank? We're up in the red there. 8 liters in here, so we're down in the steam tank. The temperature's even higher now, though. But we have a lot of liquid in here that we want to drain out. How does the target pressure work on this thing? There's a condensation valve. Device for safely condensing gases into liquids. Liquids and gases will both exist safely inside the device. The chamber will pressurize using its inbuilt pressure regulator to the target set by the setting wheel. The secondary gas input on the left is a heat exchanger input and allows for heat exchange between the secondary input pipe and the internal atmosphere of the condensation chamber. Paired with evaporation chamber, Stationeers can exploit the phase change properties of gases to build a DIY air conditioner. Okay. So we could probably increase the pressure. What's the pressure in this pipe? It's well below what they're pushing for. I don't think that's going to have a difference. Oh, 154 liters in this pipe alone. So we have more water in the hot water tank, in the hot water line, than we have in the normal water supply. I may regret this, but I think is that what that's supposed to do? Is that what that's supposed to sound like? We got a storm coming. Yeah, that's what the yellow means. All right, we're gonna have to tear these down and repair these. We'll be ready for that. It's already noon. I'm nowhere near where I want to be on this. We're gonna raise this as well. So whatever gets printed doesn't get kicked out during the storm. Nothing's lying out and about. Okay, but okay, so let's just work on what we can. We got a gas mixer we need. Did I just cancel that at the last second? The storm thing in my ear is affecting my calm, I like to say. Okay, so the fuel mixer for the oh, I didn't close these off. First of all, let's put away the ores. Oh, jeez. Come on. Oh, it's just that one. Okay. All right, so the fuel mixer is going to come in. Come on. Okay. Now I believe that's one. So we want it to come in like this. This is going to be the, yeah, that's a sizable forewarning. We've known about this storm for a while now, and it still hasn't hit yet. So the fuel's going to come out here. There shouldn't be anything in there. Yeah, okay. It's all hydrogen. 17 megapascals, but only 431 moles. Well, that's in the pipe. 43 kilomoles in the tank. We've got quite a bit. At 17 megapascals, though, that's a little bit of a concern. Okay, so we're going to need a lot more pipe. It's not going to be ideal printing it out while we're waiting for a storm, but I don't want to lose much time. Get you going. There's no other pipe. We've gone through it all. Okay, so I need to work on the logic writer. All it does is it reads the reader, and if there's a time to incoming storm value, it triggers this, but it's doing it every tick. And so every half second it resets and it just starts the message. Otherwise, it would be saying storm incoming. There's got to be an easier way to set it up. I was just learning about how to interact with the weather station, and I didn't accidentally print the speaker. I accidentally found the speaker when I wasn't looking for it, and so I went ahead and printed one up and assembled it just to see what I could do with it. But so far, this is the only thing I've made it do. It's not ideal. I'd like to see that, oh, those turbines up above are starting to turn. So the wind is picking up. Let's see, are you still printing? No, you ran out of steel. You got 2. Just 2. After the rain washes away the tears, all the pain. How would you look red? Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, we need to pick that up. Hang that up somewhere. Okay. See, I don't want to lose time for a storm. Need some more silicon too. After the rain washes away the tears, all the pain. After the rain. Storm, 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 storm.
Waste tank caution.
Wow. The ladder flipped me around. Okay, storm's finally here. That's all we need there. So stop this thing before it prints anything or shoot. Oh, it just did. Well, they're not damaged. So for this one, we also need white. Okay. Okay. I don't understand. My movement is less than, what's the word I'm looking for? Consensual? I don't mean to be walking backwards like that. I'm still getting pushed backwards. Along this pipe, once I get clear of the pipe over here, I'm about to get to the corner. It might be a little bit harder for me to stay online. Nope. No rest.
Power low.
Fill in the hole. It's still, there we go. I'm still fading in the mornings. It gets really chilly here at night, and it just makes it hard to wake up in the mornings, and it makes for sleepy days until around lunchtime when I don't know, I just am able to wake up and function normally the rest of the day. I've always kind of struggled with mornings in Taiwan. You know, in the U.S., this is my nighttime, and even though my cycle is kind of adjusted to the new hours living in Taiwan, because I'm still working with and talking to people in the U.S. so much and so often, my awake time, my most lucid times are still in the evenings here, which is the daytime in the U.S. But it's noon now. We're still running a bit behind. And my daughter's awake now, and I can hear her moving around. So I think I'm going to take a break, go take care of lunch, and get some other stuff done, and we'll come back to this stuff after this storm is finally over with. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and or follow whichever platform you see this on. And until next time, be safe.